Hey everybody, welcome to Pure Outdoors Podcast. I'm Parrish Elliott. This is Scott Willcutt. Thank you for joining us on our very first podcast. And let me tell you, you're going to enjoy this. We got a lot of talking about hunting, the industry, all the thrills and the spills. We're going to have a lot of special guests coming in. But right now, we want to introduce you who we are. So without any further ado, Scott Willcutt, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Parish. I'm the newest employee with Deception Outdoors, I guess. I've been in the sales business all my life and had an opportunity to come to work for Deception last year. And I saw it as an opportunity to do something I'm passionate with. I've grown up hunting, grew up in Mississippi hunting with my family. It's a big part of who I am. I've passed that love of hunting and outdoors on to my family, as well as mentoring a lot of other kids that might not have had an opportunity to go hunting. So it makes up a great deal of who I am, and having an opportunity to come to work for a company that focuses on the outdoor industry was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up, and I'm glad to be here today.
Well, I'm glad you are here, and welcome aboard. Glad to have you, with us. I know you're a big, valuable person for us that you can reach out where we can. So. I know we got a lot of things coming, a lot of great news are coming up, and hopefully, everybody's fixing to see it. I know with all the shows we got coming and everything. So, and I met your family, and I know they are about as big as hunters as you are. So, it's really good, especially that boy of yours. So,
our friendship goes back 20 years. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in the hunting business.
I've always had a high passion for hunting. I loved it ever since I was a kid, but I always wanted to take it further on. And so I got bit by the turkey bug in early life. So I started getting on stage competing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it didn't start out great, but it ended good. And so, and a lot of the guys that I competed with, that are against, are still on TV today.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got into building turkey calls, and then I said, I'll never do that again. That's just way too much work. And so I started shooting competition. And everybody knows me, knows I love bow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been shooting a bow since I was a kid. And so that just kept going, and then that carried me on over to, and I got an opportunity to go work for Mossy Oak Brand Camo, and that was a dream come true for me. A lot of great people there. I still call them my friends.
Yep.
And got to where I could compete no more with the shoulder giving out them with a bow. So then I said, you know what, it's just time for a change. Went to work in oil fields, and here I am now. So, but it's just, hunting's always been a lifestyle of my house.
Right. So you took kind of a roundabout way of getting back into the outdoor business. It wasn't intentional. Tell us a little bit about how Deception came to be. I mean, you're working in the oil fields, out in the Midwest.
Yeah, we our operations manager then, which is our VP now, he hired me on. Never met the guy. We just talked on phone. He knew my background in the hunting world, and of course, we were talking. We got talking about turkey hunting and deer hunting. Then it just kept going over the years. We just kept talking more and more. Then when the pandemic hit, everything was starting to shut down. And, I was at the shop one day. I'm like, hey, this stuff we're using in the oil fields, and around the world, it all basically kills the odor.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah. I said, why are we not using that for scent elimination? I said, if this does it that good, there's nobody that can touch us.
Right.
And we went to work that day building it up and testing it and testing it and testing it. And now you see where we're at. And we're having a blast with it.
How old is the company now? I know we're a relatively new company.
We sold our very first bottle August of 2020.
August of 2020.
So, yeah, it's just, we're that young, and we're full of energy to keep rolling. Yeah. So, we're constantly trying to figure out more products to build around the Deception name that will still be as good as anything else.
Right.
If we're not going to use it, you're not going to even see it.
Well, one thing that we've got going for us is that we're a company that's grounded in science.
Yeah.
Our products are scientifically proven. We've got chemists on staff. We've got all of the expertise to be the very best in our industry.
Yeah, I mean, our parent company, we treat water all around the world. You know, we've got guys in Saudi Arabia all the time, Argentina, you know, of course, all over the United States.
Right.
And we're constantly treating all the bacteria and pathogens and stuff like that. And, you know, so we're using that same science into this right here for hunting. And, you know, it's a win-win situation. And we proved ourselves, and we even put it up against cadaver dogs, bloodhounds. You know, we beat 4 out of the 5 of the cadaver dogs.
Right.
And, you know, when the trainer says, "You guys beat me," we've done something.
Yeah.
And he said, "I need to bottle that myself for hunting." So it's, but our science behind it is just second to none. And we're really excited about, you know, the next step into it now. So, and we want to show the world what we got and go from there.
How do we do that? How do we take a young company like ourselves and go out and go up against the big boys?
Well, I've always believed if you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going against the man now. And, you know, I still have a lot of my contacts from the industry, you know, from back in the day, and I have sent a lot of them guys bottles, and even though they're tied in with other companies, they love the stuff. And they said that they'd rather use ours than theirs because ours actually works. You know, everybody's all go back to the day baking soda was the way to make your clothes scent.
That and cover up.
Yeah.
The vanilla scent.
Yeah, but now what we've got now is actually kills the odor, and it won't come back until you reintroduce it.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand, the concept between scent elimination and a cover scent.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, there's been so many times that you know, you can go to the store and you got to have something, and there's 7 or 8 different things on there, but they're all the same stuff.
Yeah.
Different branded companies. But I believe what sets us apart is we can back ours up.
Ours is different. The first time you brought me samples last year, you know, I put it to use. I was skeptical. I put it to use and was pretty blown away at the results that I got right from the get-go. Not only in the hunting, but the fumigation side of it, using the fast gas. I mean, it was product that worked exactly as it was said was going to work.
Yeah, you know, of course, you was on the conversation when we had a phone call about the dead mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And when it said that you can't even smell the dead mouse no more, you know, and I'm like, and that was his test of our products.
Right.
And it's funny to hear what people do to test our products. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, whatever floats your boat, just to prove how good our stuff is, you do it. And you know what? It's paying off. I mean, people are starting to realize what we got. And what's funny is these shows, there's more women uses our products than men, I believe, because the women.
I know at my house, my wife uses as much of the scent elimination products as I do in the hunting world.
Yeah,
she's there every day. Yeah, I only hunt a few days a week.
Yeah,
so
she told me the other day that she uses the laundry once a week. She
the
said
laundry
her
and
towels
the spray
have never been so fresh.
Yep.
I said, yeah. I said it's funny what everybody says about our stuff, but to listen to the women, and so my wife uses it religiously too. So my dog hates it because he can't smell himself on the dog bed because she's constantly spraying the dog bed.
Right.
So, but I really feel like, you know, here real soon everybody's going, you know, everybody around's going to know who we are because we're knocking on some heavy doors now.
Yep. We're growing.
And we're having fun doing it.
And we're going to grow organically. This is not going to happen overnight, but the attempt of this podcast is to let more people know who we are.
Right.
And what we're about, and hopefully have some fun doing it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have some good guests on here that'll entertain people. And,
Oh yeah, well, that's one thing a lot of people got to realize. It's not just about us, but we're going to inform a lot of people about what shows are coming up, what new products these other companies coming out with, like for new bows, whatever. But our guests, we've already got a couple confirmed.
Mhm.
They're some of the biggest names in the industry.
Just
And
hold on to those. Don't.
Oh
announce
no,
those
I ain't
yet.
let the cat out of the bag out of that one yet. But I really feel like once they get going with these guests on here, a lot of people will get a good laugh out of some of it because there'll be some good stories being told. And then we got some other people coming from other shows.
Right.
And I really think once people see what we're doing, they'll be really interested because it's not just 100% about us. It's about the outdoors.
Yeah.
I'm always telling people, hey, send me some stories. Tell me what happened, because I know I had a lot of thrills this year and a whole lot of spills this year. So, and I probably ain't been behind a gun or a boat 10 or 12 times this year. I've been so busy videoing,
Right.
and I love videoing. And 'cause I know you and I went out a couple of days and
Yep.
we seen a lot of deer, but not what we were looking for. So, and
That's hunting.
yeah,
There's no
it
guarantees.
ain't killing, it's hunting. So, I mean, we, of course, we get to travel and get to see a lot of places. New
All
places.
these glamorous places too.
And so we've met a lot of people this year,
Mhm.
and it's really neat to they get put the face with the name of Deception and everything.
Right.
And we're really enjoying all the interaction.
Mhm.
And that's what we're going to be to do. So, with that being said, we just, everybody just keeps staying tuned in and everything. So, thank you guys for sticking around for our first edition of Pure Outdoors podcast. I hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for the next episode.